Hi, this is Yan Wang. You guys can call me Philip, the team leader of Yoyofriends, and today we're going to go over the 7th year anniversary yo-yo from Yoyofriends. And this is like my 4.5 years now into Yoyofriends, into the company as team leader. So this is pretty cool, and very proud of this yo-yo. Okay, so Yoyofriends, us yo-yo players all around the world, combined with FPM, the yo-yo manufacturer together, we make awesome yo-yos to give back to the community and support yo-yoing community as a whole. Okay, so the idea of the Nucleon is last year we originally wanted to celebrate our 5th anniversary yo-yo with a special release. The goal of that release was super cheap, almost no profit, giving fully back to the community, Yoyofriends quality at a super budget price, and that didn't happen because of COVID-19. But now that happened at 6th year anniversary for Yoyofriends last year. It's called the Baryon. So this year we're like, okay, we don't want any compact size. We want just all out 7068 kind of flagship like yo-yo at like an insane price. It can stand up to Tachyons, my favorite yo-yo, the Peregrine, and Vulture and Hummingbird, those kind of yo-yo. We're just gonna like make it no cutting corners, super cheap. So for me, I was like, wow, that's incredible. So we were just brainstorming ideas, and I was like, what if we make like a yo-yo that has comes out like this, and then the cup, it dips down, and then here's the cup. It's like the actual material. Like here's a circle inside of the yo-yo, right? Like the cup, and there's the actual material around it. So that gives more characteristics. It's still kind of center weight, and it still kind of adds a little character based on like a generic V-shaped yo-yo that we're kind of planning to do because our budget is very limited. We can't just like go super crazy design because we wanted to keep the cost as low as possible. So yeah, they implemented perfectly. I have the prototype one here. It's great. Plays fantastic. Oh, and also I told them we want a yo-yo that's heavier, right? We have so many light yo-yos and fast yo-yos. I said we want this yo to be over 65 grams and a lot of room weight because we want a powerhouse in the Yoyofriends family. And they implemented it plays great, especially the horizontals when it has it very great. Only one flaw is the axle was 5 millimeter. I don't want it to be that short. I want it to be the standard 7 millimeter axle, and they implemented that, and it's production is 7 millimeter. So yeah, that's it. That's how the Nucleon came to be. Nucleon, I named it that because kind of we're going with a theme. We start with the Baryon, and then we have the Tachyon and Tony's Graviton, and now we have the Nucleon. Nucleon being the nucleus, proton, neutron, they're the heaviest of an atom, and this year is kind of heavier. Yoyofriends line up 65 grams plus. It plays insanely powerful and heavy. So I was like, okay, it kind of matches, and Nucleon sounds cool. So keeping on with the particles naming scheme or count like chemistry or whatever. I don't even like chemistry. I don't know, but it sounds cool. Okay, so first off, this yo-yo. Very kind of drop here and overdrive drop here ish like. I was kind of my goal because I was playing overdrive drop here. I feel like the weight is there. I feel like I want more zippiness into that yo-yo. So that is kind of like my goal on this yo-yo as well. So yeah, the size is, I forgot the spec, but I'll put that there later. But the diameter is 30 average. The width is not very wide actually. It's actually not super meta, because now meta yo-yos are super wide. But this is like kind of like the old school yo-yo where the width is it's still good catch zone, but it's more like emphasizing on the stability with an aerial yo-yo and the horizontal playability and just pure control at this size. So that is what I really like about drop ears, and way the Peregrine, but that's a little bit wider, but just that kind of yo-yo, right? So that is that. As I mentioned, the weight is slightly higher at 65 grams plus, because we want a heavier yo-yo in the Yoyofriends lineup, especially bimetal. So yeah, the price is 77.7. they want to celebrate the 7th anniversary for Yoyofriends, and 77.7 USD base. It's really really cool. I say it's incredible for a 7068 plus SS. Yeah. Okay, so the spec of the yo-yo is here. So first thing first, smoothness is a 10 out of 10. It's a Yoyofriends yo-yo. What do you expect? So, okay, that's cool. Next is power. So this is one of the two things I focused on this yo-yo, just pure power and stability. Like I said, most of the time, Yoyofriends yo are very fast. We always focus on acceleration, top end speed. But this time we're like, okay, we're done like doing light yo-yos on this one. We're just gonna go all out, 65 gram plus. So the power, I think it's for like mainstream Yoyofriends yo-yo. This is the most powerful yo-yo. Period. I would say in the Yoyofriends lineup. Excluding the weird ones like the copper hummingbird, the brass hummingbird, and the copper peregrine and brass peregrine. Those are probably more powerful. I never tried them, but this one in our mainstream lineup with the SS ring, this is the most powerful, and I meant it. I want it to be like that because we need a powerhouse, and this is exactly what we need in the Yoyofriends lineup. So power is really good. Stability is also very good. Like I said, this yo is not very wide, and there's just good old classic rim weight, right? You can't really go wrong with that. So power and stability are the two main focus on this yo-yo, and it delivered. This yo-yo was actually in the Black Friday box last year, and a lot of customers said it plays even heavier sometimes than 65, just over 65 grams, because just how long it spins and how stable it was. Yeah, I agree. It's because it's like just the way it's shaped, and it's not very wide. So that is why you have that feeling of like monstrous spin power. Acceleration is not bad at all. Like I said, when I played overdrive drop here, I feel like that you could use a little bit more zip, and you definitely have that here. This is really not meant for all out speed, but it still does it, right? Because how do I say this? The top speed is there. If you're a capable player, you got the power stability, you can push the yo-yo to a very, very high speed. And the weight is not ridiculously high. Like I said, 65 grams. It's not like something crazy. So the zippiness, like I said, lacking in the OD drop here is what I want to hear. And this still have that little bit of a Yoyofriends zippiness into it, and I like that you can just change directions. It's not gonna be like our other offering, like the peregrines and the vultures and the tachyon. That is like literally lightning particle, but this is just like very good. I would say very respectable. It's around like a vulture in terms of speed, and I'm happy with that. That's really good. You still have that zip. I'm not having any trouble. I'm not like groaning when I'm trying to go fast, so that's really good. Top speed on this can be very, very fast because of just power stability. Like I said, if you're a capable player, you can override the yo-yo with your brute power, and this yo-yo is perfect for that. And top speed is really, really fast. You're only limited by your kind of skill, etc. So that's one thing that's good, even though the acceleration might be lower than are some other offerings. Flow is not too much existence. Like this is the all control that looks like a drop here, kind of plays like an overdrive drop here as well. Not much weight going on in the middle, not much going on. Like I said, we're still trying to fit a 77.7 USD budget, and we're not just like trying to sell this at just Yoyofriends store. We're trying to sell this like worldwide in retailers and stuff. So we have a budget, and we don't want to go over complex stuff with clever weight distribution. We have videos that coming up that does that, but for this is just a good old classic V shape that all control and power, not much flow or float going on, no weird quirky accelerations. it is what it is. It does exactly what you want. So that's that. Okay, horizontal yo-yo. This is the best horizontal yo-yo in the Yoyofriends lineup, in my opinion. Period. Just because it's so much power, so much like power and stability. And like I said, the way this yo is, it's not very wide, right? So in terms of horizontal, it gives you more control, and it just lasts a little bit longer in that horizontal plane than any of our other offerings. And the speed isn't too bad either, right? So I would say like unanimously in the Yoyofriends group, especially Tony and I were testing with this. This is the best horizontal playing yo-yo in the Yoyofriends lineup. I don't know what was best before, but this is it. This is the best. It's just so much power, and it's not very wide, so you got a lot of control in that horizontal plane, and it just doesn't want to leave the plane, like I said. So very, very good for that. Buying on this yo is, I would say, perfect. I'm using KD normal with NSKDS, no problem. If you're using center track, KD normal, KD fat. I use Sochi normal, Sochi fat. What else? OT normal, OT fat, whatever. Normal or fast strain. You're good to go. Yeah, so that's good. Binder tight, doesn't snag. I have zero problem with it. Sounds good. Finger grinds, very good. I don't know if we're gonna have polished version, but the ones I have are all B blasted, so they finger grind pretty well. Thumb grind, you do them as well. There's the inner lip. We're not touching essence. So that's that. Finger spin, it's doable because unlike Tachyon and some of our other yo-yos, we made the engraving on the side of the cup, nothing in the center on both sides. So nothing to impede you, no engraving to impede you from doing finger spin. And kind of do. So kind of above average. That's the flat cup. It is what it is. So yeah. Alright, so conclusion on this yo-yo. Like I said, this is our 7th year anniversary celebration yo-yo, and the whole point of that is to give back to the community. The pricing on this yo-yo is 77.7 USD base, and I think that is the highlight of this yo-yo in terms of like our main goal. And like I said, this yo-yo is very powerful, our most powerful yo-yo yet in the mainstream lineup, and very stable, and it's insane for horizontals as well. So if you know how to do horizontals, definitely try it out in horizontal. It's absolutely monster. So this kind of sets a tone for 7th year of Yoyofriends. We're venturing into more heavier yo-yo and yo-yos that has more flow in the future because of how heavy the yo-yo is gonna be. So we're trying to reel it back to still have that Yoyofriends characteristic of speed and stuff, but with added weight, right? We've done all kinds of yo-yos that are light and fast, and we want to venture that into the more heavier, kind of like soul-searching part of that area for Yoyofriends. And with me and Tony, our new player Roida, Sophie, Steve, and a lot of other our many other players together, we're gonna do that. So yeah, happy 7th anniversary to Yoyofriends, and yeah, like I said, this is a steal for the pricing, and highly recommended if you are into a heavier Yoyofriends offering that still have a drop in like yo. I would say it plays very close to a drop here, OD drop here. Yeah, OD drop here, but with like more zip to it. That's what my goal is, and it does exactly that. So thank you all for watching, and this releases January 13th at 8 p.m. I think at Yo Expert, Yo Sim, Yo Tricks, Rewind Yoyofriends store, and then in a later day there's gonna be Yo Village in UK, and also Circus Expert. I forgot the country, but yeah, Circus Expert. So thank you all for watching, and see you guys next time.